Hi, I'm Matthew Malcolm with American Vineyard Magazine, reporting to you from J&L Ranches in Fresno County. Growers throughout the Central Valley have been experiencing an unusually large amount of growth failure in their vineyards. It turns out the freeze we experienced last December has had adverse effects on our vineyards, and growers started figuring this out at bud break when many of the canes didn't bud, or some grew and shriveled up. Here's Ray Jacobson to explain how the frost has affected his vineyard.
What we've got here is a situation where I believe it to be a winter kill. I've had a lot of people look at it and try to say if we had one particular problem versus another problem that might have created the situation where we had real delayed growth, no growth, and a very sick situation on these vines here. What we've done is we went ahead and left them and trying to get enough growth for a crop for another year. So that's where we're at in this situation right here. You see them, they look green and everything, but there's no crop on them, and the growth is going, not real fast, but the growth is going. So hopefully I can push it through this season and we'll have wood that's available for next year to have a crop there. But it kind of caught us off guard. I've never had a situation like this before where we've had vines this bad of a situation, no growth on them there. And so all I'm trying to do is salvage it, and knowing that we won't have a very large crop. And I know that we're not the only ones. I see it around the countryside, but I don't see it to the extent that maybe this one field here has it there. So I think overall the whole Thompson crop, maybe in the central San Joaquin Valley here, is going to be down this year, just due partially to certain extents of the problems that we've had here. Our other varietals, I'd seen some problems. The Flames, I'd seen some problem, but not to extent. Selma Pete's, I haven't seen the situation very bad at all there. Zinfandels, little or no problems with those. Muscats came out of it, maybe a little delayed, but they're doing pretty good there. The Cabernet Sauvignons are doing pretty good there. We have a little bit of problems there, but that was expected with a cold year. You have some of these situations. Our Pinot Grigios come out pretty good, and they seem to be doing pretty good there. So I don't know. It was just something that kind of caught off guard, and Thompson seemed to be the one that had the brunt of the damage done to him there. What we'd seen earlier, some of the vines that totally didn't come out, and we had a certain amount of the replacement vines to put in, we started pulling vines after they started emerging, and some of these vines didn't emerge any green at all. So we do have a situation where we have put some replants out here, but then it kept going to the point I realized that there was more problems than just a few vines. It was a very high extent of damage out here in this one field here. So that's when I went to try to make any growth we could on them and try to get enough wood to make a crop next year. There definitely will be vines, a lot of vines that we are going to pull this winter because they just didn't grow enough to be viable. And this here is just some of the young vines we planted early on, just knowing that it wasn't going to recuperate, so start the replacement process while we still had some vines in stock to plant at that point there. And it was getting late in the year to plant them, but we had them, so we planted what we had at that point there.
Well, it appears that many growers will be having a smaller crop load this year, but we hope to have a good crop with minimal issues the remainder of the season. Read more about the frost effects on California vineyards by reading the coming issue of American Vineyard Magazine. I'm Matthew Malcolm, CaliforniaAgNet.com.